Hi, everybody, and welcome to our first fall CAECD presentations. We're going to start out with Annie giving us an update from the PMO, and then Jeff will have you present, and then the other presenters will present in the order that we have. We ask you to stay about 10 minutes. We'll also have Sharon come on from the Competency Corner and talk to us about Sock in the Box, which I find very interesting. And then Gretchen and Yair will come back and speak about the October dates and the October presentations. So Annie, if you are ready, we are ready for your update from the PMO.
Great. Hi, everybody. Hope you all had a nice summer. We just had some reminders about some upcoming events. So I know you've seen a lot of communication and reminders about NCEC. The registration does close September 17th. So just please make sure that you are officially registered. The information agenda is posted on the CAE community website. Additionally, we have the CAE lecture series next Friday, September 20th from 2 to 4 p.m. So we have two guest speakers, one from NYU, who will discuss software supply chain security, and also a technical director from CNO at NSA, who will discuss software reverse engineering skills. We also wanted to let everybody know that the CAE community style guide has been updated, and that's also available on the CAE community website. The major update to that was the removal of the NSA logo. So I know that was previously put on pause and we were directed to remove it from the document. We'll follow up with anybody if there's any guidance on the need to remove it. I know many of you were already pre-approved to use it, but there's no action for you at this time. And then finally, many of you have already heard that Lynn Clark has announced her retirement. So she'll be retiring at the end of the year. And as you know, the program has meant so much to her, and she's hopeful to still maintain a presence in the community. So she'll be at NCEC, so please stop by and see her and wish her well. And that's it for the CAE PMO office.
Okay, great. Annie, I don't know if you're tracking the chat, but someone asked if you could put the 920 link on the chat if you have that available.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Yep, no problem.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, I said no problem. I'll put that in the chat. Thank you.
Good, thank you. Okay, Jeff, whenever you are ready, we are ready for you to present to us, please.
Awesome, sounds good. Well, I'm representing Mount Hood Community College today. I'm one of 5 cybersecurity faculty for our program. We've been designated with CAE since 2014, which I believe our first CAE was in Washington, D.C., where our name tags were Post-it notes and business cards were little 3x5 note cards at that time. So I'm glad that we've definitely moved forward in the program since then. So our specific program that we have designated right now is our Cybersecurity Networking and Security Operations program. That is a program that has 6 classes that are different with the Cybersecurity Penetration Testing program. Other than that, all the other classes that we offer at the AAS level, the associate's level, are the same in both programs. Usually when we designate for really both programs, the penetration testing and the networking and cybersecurity operations programs, because most of the classes that we choose for the designation process aren't exclusive to one or the other, as an example. This coming fall, here in a week and a half, we will start offering a applied baccalaureate or Bachelor of Applied Science in Cybersecurity at Mount Hood. We saw a need in our area to implement this program, and we thought that the skills that our students were learning in our AAS programs were really, really helpful with knowledge and theory-based curriculum. And now we want to expand that a little bit into areas that give them the practical hands-on experience in virtualized lab environments and real-life environments. so that they can be better prepared for industry roles at times. Our program focus is mostly on entry-level cybersecurity positions for the Networking and Security Operations AAS. I mentioned our BAS is starting here in a week and a half, and we're totally excited about that. Our instructors really come, did I skip a slide? No, I didn't. Okay. Our instructors really come from a diverse, varied backgrounds. Mine specifically is more networking related, so that's where I primarily focus my courses on. However, we cross-train in other programs too. I can teach a Security Plus class. I can teach SQL class as needed in different areas. I wanted to spend just a moment and talk about our students because our students are not our traditional students, right, are very diverse in their skills and abilities as well. And I think that that's a perfect opportunity for us when we deliver our curriculum to address all audiences. Some of our students are industry experts in their field, just looking for, a piece of paper designating that they have those skills. And so we work directly with those students to meet their needs as well as those fresh out of high school as well. Wanted to spend just a brief moment and talk about our program specifically. The average student age at MHCC overall is about 30 years of age. So again, most of our students are traditionally underrepresented students for our programs, which is awesome. So we really try and attract any type of student and address some of those challenges that we've seen in the workforce. Some of the schools that we work with, Chemeketa, Klamath, and Portland Community College are partners with us. Really, all of our community college here in Oregon collaborate with each other on a fairly regular basis just to see, hey, is there industry needs that you see that are more prevalent in your area? Is there something or a gap as part of our programs that we might be missing? What's your perspective on different subjects? Portland State is a big partner with us as well about a project that I'll mention here in a few moments. Gaps and challenges. I don't know what you're doing with your programs, but virtualized environments are a big topic right now. And being a community college, we don't have as much funding as some of the universities may have in our area. And so we always look for low-cost solutions for cyber environments that meet our students' needs. And the challenges that we come up with are varied, right? Some of them are NDG specifically just moved over from into Proxmox basically, right? Because everybody's getting rid of and dumping VMware because of the cost strategy after they got bought out by a different company. So is that something that you're doing, or are you going to in-person labs where students are required to attend a demonstration and do something in person, or are you using virtual environments to suit your course's needs? So that's just a question that I have. Our industry partners told us that obtaining industry level certifications are really, really, really important. And we offer a variety of different classes at the associate's level that can lead to certifications. However, 90% of our students don't actually get those certifications because it isn't an actual requirement, AKA final exam for our courses, right? That's one of the reasons why. They're also not very cost effective, if you know what I mean. Some of them are up to $200-300 a piece for a single certification. So with that being said, we modeled a program here at Mount Hood Community College. We had a generous donor and a couple of businesses donate to a certification fund directly at our college. And with that fund, we encouraged our students in our programs to sign up for and receive vouchers for certifications. No cost to them, paid for by those industry partners. We modeled it with the state of Oregon's legislature. And now this whole state of Oregon has actually donated money for certifications that can be applied to any community college or university in the state of Oregon. So now we'll have some graduates that have both the experience the associate's level education, as well as the certifications that go with the curriculum that we're offering here at the college. Something that you might want to consider for your programs. What are cost-effective solutions for your students? That's the presentation that I have. Are there any questions that you have for me? Or any feedback that you have is appreciated as well.
Okay, Jeff, thank you very much. When you go out, go into the breakout room, I'm sure you'll have others who will be in there with you, and so we'll try to handle the questions at that time.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Yeah, so I am not seeing Chi or Bassam as our other presenters. So Sharon, we're gonna move right into Competency Corner and ask you to present. It's an exciting title, and we're all ready to hear your presentation.
Excellent, Sandra. And I do what all good leaders do. I find good people to do the presentations for me. And so I've got Cody Young on the line here, and Cody's the Chief Information Security Officer for the Norwich University Applied Research Institute. Before I turn this over to Cody, I wanted to share with everyone where you can find the Sock in a Box manual that he's going to be discussing. So let me share my screen real quick here. Fortunately, I have 29 different screens open. So let's find the right one here. There we go. All right, and I think you should be seeing the Career Preparation National Center. Okay.
Yes, we see it.
All right. So if you're going into, I'll back out a little bit for those of you who are new to the sites and looking through the CAE community site. Let me back up here. Well, okay. So here's our home site. Great site by the National Center. If you go into About Us, you're going to find that there's sites here for all of the national centers. And I represent the Careers Preparation National Center. So if you dive down into that, we've got a lot of great information on our mission and what we're doing. A few opportunities. One you're going to hear about today. This one's been on our site for quite a while, the Sock in a Box manual, and some support from our Nuwari partners. But most importantly, if you go down to the files, you're going to find the Sock in a Box blueprint. That's the manual. That's the one to N on how to develop your own sock. So I'm going to stop sharing. So at this point, Cody, I'm going to turn it over to you, and I appreciate you taking the time to tell us about what you're doing to help the community.
Awesome, thank you. So hi, my name is Cody Young. I'm the CISO at Nuwari, and we work with Sterling Hamilton and Norwich University in the Sock in the Box program. So a little bit about Nuwari. Nuwari is a 501c3 nonprofit that studies and identifies solutions to critical national security issues. We're also co-located on the campus at Norwich University. I guess, why am I here to talk about the Sock in the Box? Sock in the Box is an opportunity to establish an institutional sock on your campus powered by your students. In this presentation, am I sharing? I don't hear. I don't see my screen. Okay. Something is, what about now?
There you go.
Now we see it.
Okay, awesome. Okay, technical issues. So I'll scroll back up just to show you the slides. Just to start, as I said, I'm the CISO, Cody Young, at Nuwari, or Norwich University Applied Research Institutes. A little bit about Nuwari. Again, we're a 501c3 nonprofit that is co-located on campus at Norwich University. Just to check, I'm still sharing, right?
Yes, you are.
Awesome. So again, the opportunity here, I'll speed up, I only have 10 minutes, is to work with other CAEs in order to help them establish an institutional SOC on your campus, and most importantly, powered by your students. So what is Sock in a Box? By definition, the Nuwari Sock in a Box is intended to provide the CAEs with a seamless way to build and integrate a SOC program within their college or university. What a Sock in the Box is not. And when I talk about this slide, I chuckle, because over the past 3 years, we've heard a lot about different type of SOC and SOC in the box. Even Kali Linux came out with their own SOC in the box. And most of the time you'll see that most of the SOC in the box that you hear about is really just a set of tools. So I put the slide to help us visualize that the SOC in the box is more than just a source of open source tools that are commonly used by security operations centers. And it's really about this SOC in the box is about the function and the operations of building out a SOC and then trying to become tool agnostic. So a quick overview, in the SOC in the box, or you hear me use the term SOC in the box blueprint, the SOC in the box blueprint demonstrates the use of people, process, and technology, and it includes organizational policies, technology flow, crew organization, detection, and detection reporting. The SOC in the box guides, it covers the core functions of a SOC. Obviously, you see on the screen the threat detection, incident response, security monitoring, and I highlighted compliance monitoring because as we went through this process and working with other partners and getting feedback from other CAEs, we've all determined that compliance monitoring is that one piece of security operations that has grown in the past 3 to 4 years. A lot of industries and companies, as well as universities and colleges, are facing compliance and regulatory challenges, and coming up with a way that you can use the interns, workforce development, and your institutional SOC to help monitor and respond to those situations. So a little bit beyond the tech, the SOC in the box includes what I consider the 6 pillars: operational, technical, academics, human resources, finance and legal, and marketing and outreach. So these 3 pillars focus on human resources, budgeting, legal, marketing, and outreach to promote the SOC success. We have a documented process to help you build stakeholder relationships and develop a communication plan to track engagements and even guide you on how to search and respond to RFPs. So from an operational perspective, the SOC in the box blueprint, it uses people, process, and technology. It includes organizational policies, technology flow, crew organization in order to achieve more cohesiveness within workforce development, internship, and training. One thing I'm proud of here is that our workforce development and training program, it aligns our SOP, our standard operating procedures and objectives with the CODP objectives, and it balances out what students are learning in the classroom and when they participate in our internship program. The operational elements involve internal documentation to standardize the skills and tools and processes within the SOC operations, and the configurations should allow the SOC team to operate in a professional setting and use common practices as a large cybersecurity organization. So that's our intent when we add students and workforce development and interns and combine them with industry professionals, and that we can combine our knowledge and share the like training from industry as well as academics, and then come up with an outcome as an operational SOC. The other portion of the SOC in the box process, or the SOC in the box blueprint, is not set in stone. The SOC in the box is not a final guide or blueprint, but it consistently evolves as clients and the cyber landscape evolve. As I mentioned earlier, we did not consider compliance monitoring as one of the core functions when we started looking at cyber security operations, but it came up because we started seeing from a lot of the customers with the Defense Industrial Act when it was focused on manufacturing. In our area, we started to see a lot of manufacturers were asking the question, hey, you guys have this local SOC, so beyond security monitoring, can you assist us with compliance monitoring? So we looked at that and we looked at the tool sets and we worked hard to figure out ways to automate and beyond help onboard some of our local manufacturing companies become CMMC compliant. So it's continuous process improvement. And finally, it is about the tool. So inside of the guide, which this is the part I like because I like the tools. I like to get my hands dirty, as they say. We have listed a set of required tools. Obviously, we suggest, highly suggest you have a SIEM tool, case management, an LMS, as well as a ticketing system and some servers. So we have some other recommended tools. So as you see the guide, right? We go into detail on how each tool can be used. We even talk about how to configure a tool, but we like to keep the word tool agnostic. We don't recommend a specific tool, but we do explain how to use each tool in order to, and its intended purpose. That's all I have, Sharon. That's the end of the slide. Any questions?
We'll take questions in the competency corner, Cody. I did
Awesome.
just want to mention that, so the reason we're talking about this, and I put some of it in the chat, is that this is Norwich's way to help students build competencies, to not only get certified as a SOC analyst, and what a great thing to have both the experience and have that certification for their resume, but to build competencies, not only in the tasks specifically to SOC analysts, but also working on a team. The great employability competencies. How do you respond back to a customer? And so the SOC in a Box manual has been really helpful for the organizations that have taken advantage of it, because it allows whatever faculty or whatever entity on your school to go to the administration and provide them an outline of, hey, if you want to build a SOC, this is how you do it. So over the past 2 years, we've had the ability to provide mentoring also on building a SOC, but that comes to an end with our base period here. And we are going to look and see if we have some opportunities to fund Nuwari to do some more mentoring. But there is a POC listed when you go to the SOC in a Box manual, and feel free to email that POC at Nuwari, and we'll continue to be here to support you.
That's very helpful. Thank you, Cody and Sharon. Thank you very much. Okay, we have another presenter. Ayad is here now, and so whenever you're ready to present, just go right ahead and share your screen, please. Nope.
Ayad, are you here?
I see he's got his microphone off.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you.
Okay. So, okay, I would like to apologize because it seems that today was not my lucky day. We had a lot of technology issues here. So I have actually, I'm gonna talk from my phone, but I will project from my computer.
Okay.
Okay, so let me go and project. Okay, let me maximize that.
If you can just put it in presentation mode, I think we'll be able to see it.
Okay. Okay, so
And then just change. There we go.
okay, you can hear it, you can see it?
Yes, yes, I believe we
Okay,
can
good.
see it all. Mhm.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. And again, I'm so sorry for the tech issues that I had today. So I will present the program about St. Mary's University. This is Ayad Barsoum from St. Mary's University here in San Antonio, Texas. And we have been designated by the NSA since 2022 through our master's program in cybersecurity. And we have a Center of Cyber Excellence in Cyber Defense. So the program that we have at St. Mary's is an MS in cybersecurity. The nice thing about the program that we have, it's a comprehensive program, and we are combining between technical aspects, business management aspects, and law and ethics aspects. In our program, we target some of the job rules from the NICE framework. We have the cyber operators, cyber defense analyst, vulnerability assessment analyst, software developer, cyber defense forensics analyst. We have also subject matter expertise in many areas. So we have some people, their expertise in data integrity and cloud computing. So we have some people in cryptographic protocols, information network security, and access control. So as I mentioned, currently the program we have is MS in cybersecurity, but we have also a track in undergrad level. Our plan, our short-term plan is to come up with a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity, and we are working on that. So we're gonna expand the track that we have to be a complete bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. Some of the research projects that we are working on right now, and we are open for collaboration. We are working on some smart botnet to detect attacks. Also, we are working on secure API gateways. And as I mentioned, we have people with expertise in cloud computing, cryptographic protocols, wireless security, AI for cybersecurity, machine learning, and software security. And also we have some other people working on hardware security and working also in image processing and data science. About the grants, we worked on the SFS grant. Unfortunately, it was not funded this round. So we're gonna update the proposal and we're gonna send again. And we are open for collaboration with anyone who is interested to collaborate with us. Our contribution to the CA community, we have been serving as mentors for many institutions. Recently, we have been mentor for Jacksonville University, and they got accepted for their program. And also they are now designated as a Center of Academic Excellence Cyber Defense. We are serving as a PSR and peer reviewer for more than 20 institutions. So we would like to help and we would like to give back to the community. Challenges that we are facing right now is, I think each and everyone is facing the same challenge, is to hire qualified full-time faculty members in cybersecurity. Recently, we opened positions for assistant, associate, or full professor in cybersecurity. If you know someone who is interested, please send me. Recently, we got grant from TWS or Texas Workforce Commission, that is as outreach events or outreach program for K-12 students. And last summer, actually this summer, we were able to host 10 camps for high school students. 2 of the camps were dedicated to cybersecurity and mobile programming. Also, 2 of the camps were dedicated only to girls. As I mentioned, we open a position, more than one position for full-time assistant, associate, or full rank in cybersecurity specialty. So if you know somebody, please feel free to send me. Thank you so much for your time, and I will be more than happy to receive any questions.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for your presentation. When we go into the breakout rooms, then we'll let individuals ask their questions at that time. So Gretchen, you're up, please. And Yair will bring the slides back up.
Great. Thank you so much, Sandra. I appreciate it. Hope everybody had a great summer. I am trying to get back in touch with everybody as they're starting up their fall. We have scheduled through December. So if you have signed up to do that, please look in your inbox. I am verifying everybody through December for the presentations. And right here are the presenters that 2 have confirmed. I'm working on the 3rd one for next month in October. And just a note, as you know, we're all going to be in St. Louis on the 2nd Thursday next month. So we've moved it to October 17th to make sure that we everybody can participate, because we'll all be pretty busy in St. Louis the week before. And then in November, it goes back to the 2nd Thursday. And then in December, just so everyone's aware, we're going to be doing it the 1st Thursday, because we don't want to get in the way of finals and everything happening that 2nd and 3rd week of December. So please reach out. gbliss@uccs.edu. I'm actually going through the map again, trying to find those folks that we haven't heard from. But if you are one of those that has not presented, please let us know. It's a great tick in your box when you do your redesignation. So reach out and we will get you signed up for the spring semester. Thanks so much. Back over to you, Yair.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Let me share one final point before we close the recording. I want to stop share. And then shortly we're going to close the recording and open the breakout rooms. Before that, I want to remind everyone to check all the initiatives that we have under the community of practice in cyber defense. Check regularly this page, the recording of today's session and archiving of all prior events that we have are posted on the initiative page, and I'll share that as well. So there is a question regarding already designation, or also those of us who are in track regarding those who are attending these events. Everyone attending, registering needs to be cleared by the PMO, and they give us yay or nay for every registration. So I gotta just mention that, be aware. So if any school that is in the process of getting designation or program of study validation are being approved by the PMO, to my knowledge so far. And we've been approving people right until like an hour before we started the session. So with that said, a final call to the presenter from Florida A&M. Are you here? Just want to confirm that we're not skipping. Okay, I guess they're not. Okay, let's wrap it up here. And I want to thank Sandra and Gretchen for a wonderful job, and the presenters today as well. We'll stop the recording. Bear with me for a second, and then we will move over to the breakout rooms.